Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Beaky here with the Untitled Game Show, back once again with more discussion video for you guys today. I'm here with, go ahead, say your name, bro.
Hey, it's ShadowX Games here, also known as Andrew.
And a fat poodle. A few different names. Yeah, you go by a lot, bro. So we just watched the PlayStation
Yeah.
Experience, and in honor of that, I feel like I should play a PlayStation-related game. So I'm gonna play Killzone Shadowfall right quick, real guys. If you guys want to see my and Jack do a live discussion and reaction to the show, the whole entire long show is on YouTube. Links will be in the description. You can watch the whole entire show, and me and Jack do a reaction to that right there. But for right now, me and Andrew are going to go ahead and just talk about some of the news from the event and our general impressions of the show. Overall, though, let's just start off with our general impressions. Andrew, you were telling me earlier that you thought it had too much indie games. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do like playing indie games, but I feel like they've been going too heavily on that indie scene. Like the past couple months, they've been dishing out too many indie games, but I feel like they should just try and go for that AAA feeling or something more role playing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can understand that, but I mean, the show did start off with some big titles. They started off with something as big
Yeah.
as Uncharted 4, which literally has dialogue choices, like a Fallout game. I truthfully never expected to see dialogue choices in an Uncharted game. Did you?
Uh, I've actually never played an Uncharted game. Like
Mm.
I have played a little for because I have PlayStation now for like the free trial.
Yeah,
And personally, I think having dialogue options it immerses you in the experience, and I like the fact that they took that turn for it
yeah.
because you want to make people who are new to the game because a lot of people are going to be getting the Uncharted 4 bundle. I mean, the Uncharted 3, but then like they're going to want to get the Uncharted 4 after playing the beta
Yeah.
that because it's been for Black Friday, everyone's been getting their PS4s, they're playing the Uncharted 4 beta, but I feel like that's a good turn for what they're doing.
Yeah, actually, my friends just literally just bought the Uncharted collection yesterday just getting a beta. I really wish I had time. Like, if I knew, I wish I knew that was coming out so soon. I actually would be able to jump into that beta because that beta actually looks a lot of fun. And it really, Uncharted 4 looks like it's definitely going to be one of the best games of next year, if not the game of the year overall. So that's not going to be a surprise if it is next year. I mean, after that, they showed off some Final Fantasy VII gameplay, which the Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1, it's gotten itself a nice up look because, man, they did a really good job of making that game look pretty damn pretty. I'm just going to say that right quick, guys.
Oh yeah.
The game looks
I
pretty nice
never,
and
I
nice.
only played I think two Final Fantasy games. I never got to complete them,
Mm-hmm.
but I have watched my brothers play it, and I think from the graphics that how they were back then to now, it's a pretty big improvement. Like goddamn, it's sheesh,
Yeah,
but a pretty
only
big
thing I must
improvement.
say though, after the freaking stuff with Final Fantasy, it kind of did drag on with the Street
Hmm.
Fighter. The guy who does Street Fighter was on freaking stage for way too long. He was just up there for freaking ever, and I don't understand what was up with that. Like, he talked
I
and
don't know.
he talked and talked and talked. I'm like, bro, like, let's just like get on with this already. Let's get
Cause I
on.
honestly didn't care. Like he kept blabbering, and I was like, is this guy gonna like get on with the
Yeah.
show? Cause the show isn't about him. It's about all the other things. Cause it's the PlayStation experience. It is not the Final Fantasy experience or just like any
No, I
other
mean it was
game
a Street Fighter. I said
experience.
Street Fighter, but I understand what you're saying. Yeah, the Street Fighter experience. The Street Fighter guy, like I like him. I like him. I like him. But come on, come on.
Mm.
That whole thing with him could have been a lot faster. I mean, after that, they went ahead and did some stuff for like some indie games like Dead Star, Psychonauts 2. They showed some stuff for that, so like a prequel coming to PlayStation VR, and they actually showed a lot about
Yeah.
PlayStation VR. So, what's your thought? Are you interested in the VR at all, or no?
I don't think I'm gonna get it. Like in the future, yes, but
Mm,
I'm not really interested in that virtual reality just yet. Like I think I'll just stick to what we have now. But maybe when I'm older, probably in my 20s, I'll see how it is. Cause personally, the VR games they were showing there. I'm not really interested in it. Cause like you said, like you were saying how there isn't like any AAA titles or like games that are longer than
yeah.
like five or not like an hour. Like that's what VR should be about instead of just those little mini games. Cause same for Oculus Rift and all those other VRs, cause that's how it is on Steam.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of some stuff like Job Simulator. Like Job Simulator, really, Sony? Like, is that the thing you're gonna be highlighting as an awesome game on VR? I mean, the only thing that I saw for VR today that was super super interesting to me was a Golem. It was only a short little thing, but it actually did seem like it actually could be a real game, which that actually does interest me there. But besides that, everything else from VR, I will say it's forgettable. I couldn't name you any of the other VR games, and that is a problem. Like, if Sony wants VR to be a big thing, they gotta tie it into big games. And like, I mean, cool. It has it in Ace Combat, and I mean that is gonna be really good because definitely stuff like Ace Combat is gonna benefit from having on VR because it's a shooting game. But besides that, that was the only thing I consider a AAA game. But even that is not enough for me personally because sometimes the Ace Combat games are not a AAA like 9 out of 9 or 10 out of 10 games. I'm not saying they're bad game guys. I'm just saying they're not usually the best games ever. That's all I'm trying to say there, guys. That's all I'm trying to say personally. Okay, let's just talk about some other stuff. They showed off some stuff on Yakuza. Have you ever played a Yakuza game?
No, I don't really play those like. It's like a Chinese import of a game,
It
something
was
over the
a Japanese
West
game.
Coast.
It's not bad, but it's
Yeah.
like it's just interesting to see that they're actually finally bringing this stuff to PlayStation 4 and like next week Tuesday they're gonna come out for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
So that's
Like,
like
I never
kind of
played one of those
interesting.
games, but yeah.
No, go ahead, go
Like, I
ahead.
like how they're taking a turn. They're taking a turn to like make it where they want to give us like a larger taste of like how it is to feel games, because a lot of the games over there are different.
Mhm.
Like you notice, right? Like how the games are different over there.
Yeah,
Like oh, like they're
the
they have
style.
different tastes and stuff, and
Yep,
yeah, the
definitely
style's
correct.
different, and I think that'll give us like the new people who got their PS4s. They probably they actually obviously played the PS3, but I'm sure a lot of them haven't like really played a game that's been overseas or
Hmm.
anything like that. Like I don't think I've really played a game like that's like made of. Yeah, I played Dragon Ball, but I don't think that counts. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
that's a pretty
it
good
technically
step.
doesn't count. Why it count Dragon Ball in a sense is just because the fact that it's just the type of game that they really make it for like everybody out there. So
Hmm.
like they're making it for people all over the world. But there's definitely games that have a Japanese feel to it, and a Yakuza definitely are a Japanese made game. Like definitely there. I mean, we can move on
Yeah.
from there. They had King of Fighters, which are new fighting games that me and my friend personally were interested in. Other than that, they have more MLB. MLB looks good. They did show off this little weird indie game called Brutal. Did you see that one? I just think it looks so damn weird.
Elevator's down. I'm finding another
No, I don't
lift.
think I did at the time.
Yeah,
What is it about?
it's just like a weird looking indie game that I just personally doesn't look like it's for me. But I just wanted somebody else opinion if you did see that one. Um, and then they had the Ratchet and Clank, which is one of the things that they showed off, like more footage off that looked absolutely awesome to me. Like, did you see that stuff?
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be one of my games of the year next year. Like Ratchet and Clank, I'm a big fan already, and they look like they did a good job of making the game look really freaking good. After that, they showed off some more indie games, which, like I said, Guns Up. I'll just name off some. Become an Eagle and fly through like Ubisoft's new game. Res, they showed off some stuff from Res. They did have a few new games, and the new games that they did have, like I said, the Res stuff, Eagle Flight, 100-foot robot golf. Did you see that stupidness?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, what the hell is this? Like, yeah, it'd be fun, like, at first, but it's kind of like how some games are with they're better off just in small doses, and after a while, they're just gonna become boring. Like Surgeon Simulator, it was a
Yep.
fun game at first. It's fun to get back into, but overall, the long run, it's not a good game because you just can't stick to it.
It's like Iron Bread. I think Iron Bread is a fun game to watch people play and play like one time, but it gets freaking boring after a while, and that's really my problem with stuff like this. Like I need full featured VR games, and I'm kind of disappointed that Sony didn't announce a price at this year's event. But why I'm saying overall I enjoyed it, I just think they did such a good job at the beginning by showing off Final Fantasy, showing off freaking
Hmm.
Uncharted. Um, I like the concept of Morpheus. It looks like Morpheus is gonna work. It's just like they need to show off better games because stuff like Job Simulator, Zombie Taxi, like that was the worst thing I saw there. Like the Zombie Taxi game, what the fuck was
Yeah,
that? 100
yeah,
Foot Robot, those all look like really PlayStation 3 quality games on a PS4. Like some of them even PS2 quality. Ace Combat's alright, and Res is Res, so Res is gonna be awesome. Jack said he's gonna like that, but I'm gonna say it's a good show just because I think the big stuff that they show were big, and it wasn't too long. Because some events go off way too long and get pretty boring. So that's just my take on it. What do you think?
For the overall experience of it, I thought it was an okay. You know, it showed some things where I wasn't suspecting for a while, like Don't Starve Together.
Yeah,
And I also heard that it was gonna be free for people who already own the game, like the single player, which I'm kind of happy because I own the game personally.
yeah,
And it got pretty boring after a while because I'm like, when is the multiplayer coming out, you know?
yeah.
And now they announced it, I'm actually kind of getting back into it now. Then like some other games that were good was Final Fantasy because I always wanted to see how it was, but I never really had the time to get back into it on my PS2. So having it on the PS4 is a great way to get back into it. And so for the people who wanted to get back into it as well, it's like same for you. Like overall, I thought it was alright, you
Yeah,
know. But I'm sure they could have done a lot better because the game lineup they showed was pretty impressive. But towards the end, I don't think it was really PlayStation worth.
it was very indie. Like it showed a lot more
Yeah.
indie games than PlayStation games. I thought I was gonna see more from PlayStation developers, like first party developers, but that clearly was not the objective. The objective was definitely show off more stuff related to
Small developers.
yeah, third party. Yeah, yeah. This was like a third party show for sure. Like that's what they were showing. But guys, that's just been our quick opinions of PlayStation experience. Just getting some words from the community. This has been ShadowX Gamer. Shout out anything, Shadow. You want anybody to follow you on Twitter, YouTube? What do you want to shout out, bro?
It's nothing really, you know. Like I guess my YouTube and my Twitter at Raging ShadowX.
All right,
That's
bro.
about it.
All right, so I'll link to his Twitter and to his YouTube channel in the comment section below, guys. If you guys want to talk to me about video games, just let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see about hitting you guys up and add you on the PSN or on Xbox Live. On Xbox Live, I'm Big Beaky. On the PSN, I'm Big Beaky. Peace out, guys. Make sure if you guys want to add me as friend, you send me a message, let me know that you're from YouTube. Later, guys. All right, later, Shadow.